Hi there, I'm Taylor and welcome to Tay TV, the place to be for all things yoga and wellness related. For today's video, I'm going to be showing you my step-by-step process, 4 simple steps that'll help you get into crow pose. So if this is something that you're excited about, maybe a little nervous, these steps will definitely help you get there. Also, if you're still struggling in this pose and you're finding maybe your arm strength isn't quite there, your hips can't quite open that well for this pose, at the end of this video, I'll have a link to another video that I created that involves 9 poses that will really help your body prepare for this pose. So if you want to start there and warm up your body, definitely recommend doing that. Again, just scroll to the end and then you can join us back for this video as well. That's a great place to start. Otherwise, grab your mat and we'll begin. Okay, so when thinking about crow pose, there's really 4 simple steps, right? So the first one is grounding, or the base, right? So we start from the bottom up. So to start, you want to have a firm base, right? Like for most of the yoga poses. But for crow pose, that involves first your hands and placing them about shoulder width distance apart, pressing through all 10 fingers, really spreading the palms wide here. And starting in a squatted position here helps. So that's the beginning, right? Then step 2 is elevation. So you'll lift your hips up, bringing your bending your knees slightly, bringing your knees towards your armpits and the top of the triceps, okay? And so that's step 2 with elevation. Step 3 is lift off. So from here, we'll have our palms firmly planted, right? And then you'll start to lean forward, tilting forward, shifting the weight into the fingertips. And so as you do this, you might notice that your heels want to come up, your toes naturally start holding most of the weight. So for the lift off part, really it's about just leaning forward, keeping the gaze down between the hands, keeping the hips lifted, really lifting the core. So when you're lifting the core and the abs up towards your spine, you're really opening that back body, creating space for a little bit of movement here and balance too. Also, when you're engaging and lifting the core enough, that gets you to a place where you can start to straighten your arms more. Otherwise, when you're just starting out, keep them bent for balancing purposes, right? You might rock forward and back a little bit. So we talked about first the base. Strong base, palms spread nice and wide, firmly planted, right? Then we're lifting. The second one is elevation, step 2. So lifting the hips up, bringing the knees by the armpits, by the tops of the triceps. And then 3 is lift off. So start to tilt forward, weight into the fingertips, and then maybe lifting one toe up and then the other toe. Gaze down in between the hands. Point the toes back behind you, bring the big toes together. Lifting the core, lifting the abs. Breathing here. Work to straighten the arms if you can. And then slowly releasing back down. So that's crow pose. So that was step 1 through 3. And then the final pose really is fear. Getting over fear, right? Seems like a simple step, but that's probably the most important one. So if you feel strong and sturdy, you've been doing the practicing with the poses in the other video that I referenced at the beginning of this video, your body is prepared for it. And it's just a matter of believing in yourself and going for it. And I can tell you, I still fall on my face sometimes if I'm not totally prepared or mindful when I come into this pose. It happens no matter how advanced you are in your practice. So don't beat yourself up if you do. Try it, play around. You might even notice that the first time you fall might be a blessing because then you know it's actually not that bad, not that scary anymore. And the worst case scenario happened to you. So always be careful. It's not like I'm just saying, go and throw your body into it. We don't want anyone to get hurt, but know that you're stronger than you probably think you are. So that's step 4. And then finally, when you've done that pose, looking for a counter stretch, do a back bend. So do a bridge pose on your back or full wheel. Actually, I'll do a bridge pose right now with you because it feels really good. So this is bridge pose. So just do a bridge pose like this, or full wheel. And then you can come to child's pose for a few breaths. and also Shavasana. So that's how you do crow pose. If you have any questions, again, I'll include a video of poses that'll help you strengthen your core, open your hips, and really get space and stretch that upper body to help you get stronger in this pose. So I'll link that at the end of this video if you have any questions. And know that yoga is all about practice, right? So keep practicing. I promise you'll get there. And if you have any questions while you're working on this, leave some comments down below. I'd love to help you out. Ask anything and I will do my best to help you in your practice and get you in this pose, because it's a really liberating pose. Finally, if you're excited about this like I am and you want to start sharing this stuff on social media, definitely tag me. I would love to see the progress, and nothing makes me happier than seeing that the videos and things that I'm making are helping you in your practice. So if that's the case, Instagram, Facebook, find me there. I'll leave my hashtag, or not my hashtag, my handle somewhere on this video so you can find me there. And I'd love to see it. I'd love to see it wherever you are. So keep practicing, my friend. You'll get there, and I'm excited to see all the work that you do in your practice. Namaste.